Dear students, congratulations in my new class. Hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. In the last three classes, I discussed on transformation sentences. Today, as it is very large grammatical item, I need another two classes to complete transformation sentences. Today I am going to discuss on how to change compound sentence to simple sentence and compound sentence to complex sentence. Dear students, before starting our discussions, I would like to repeat what simple sentence, what is complex sentence, and what is compound sentence. If you don't have clear ideas about simple, complex, and compound sentences, you won't be able to change them properly. So let's start. Simple sentence. A simple sentence is one that contains only one subject and one finite verb expressed or understood. For example, he goes to school yesterday. Here there is only one subject and it is he, and one finite verb and that is uh, goes. So this is an example of simple sentence. Complex sentence. A complex sentence is one that contains one principal clause and one or more subordinate clause or clauses. For example, though he is poor, he is honest. Here there are two clauses. One is though he is poor, and the next one is he is honest. Though he is poor is subordinate clause, and he is honest is principal clause. So this is an example of complex sentence. Compound sentence. A compound sentence is one that contains two or more independent clauses joined together by coordinating conjunctions. For example, I went there and found him ill. Here, I went there is a principal clause, and I found him ill is another principal clause, and they are joined by and, conjunction and. So, this is an example of compound sentence. Let's start how to change compound sentence to simple sentence. I'll discuss them according to the rule 1, 2, 3. Rule 1. A. I put out the lamp and went to bed. If there is an in a compound sentence and you're asked to turn it into simple, you will omit subject and end and use ing with the verb. So the answer will be putting out the lamp. I went to bed. You must use a comma instead of and. Number B, he ran fast and got the train. Here there is and both clauses, the subject is the same. So omit and he first and use ing with the base form of subject. So the base form of ran is run. So if you use ing, it will be running. Running fast, he got the train. Remember, you must use a comma instead of and. Rule 2. A. The man was rich and bought a car. If there is an in a compound sentence and in both clauses the subjects are the same and they are is be verb, I mean am, is, are, was, were. In the first clause, you will turn it into simple like this. At first, omit the subject and use ing with the be verb, so it will be being rich. Omit and use comma and write the subject again. So the answer will be being rich, the man bought a car. Number B, he is ill and he cannot move an inch. Here there is and this is the symbol of compound sentence, and he is subject in both clauses, and there is and it is be verb. So omit he first, omit he and first, and use ing with the be verb. So the answer will be being ill, he cannot move an inch. You can change it in another way. Use because of and possessive form of subject, then the noun of ill, adjective. So the answer will be because of his illness, he cannot move an inch. Rule 3 A. The tea was very hot, I could not drink it. Here there is so this is an example of common sentence in, and subject are different in the two clauses. The first subject of first clause is the T, and second clause is I. So they are not the same. So if you want to turn it simple, you will use this structure. At first, write T, then ing with be verb, and omit and use or put a comma instead of and. So the answer will be the tea being very hot, I could not drink it. I repeat it. The subject of the two clauses are different, and there is be verb in the first clause. So if you want to turn it simple, you write the first subject of first clause. This is T, the T. Then use ing with the be verb, so it will be being. Very then rest of the sentences, clauses, very hot, omit and use comma, and rest of the sentences. So the answer will be the tea being very hot, I could not drink it. Number B, the sun had set and we returned home. Here the case is the same like question number A. The sun is the subject of the first clause and we is the second clause, and there is an. So write the sun first, then ing with the have verb. So the sun having said, omit or deduct and use a comma and write the rest of the sentences, rest of the clauses. So the answer will be the sun having said we returned home. Now rule 4. A. Work hard or you will not prosper in life. If you get or in a compound sentence, you use without at the beginning of the sentence and omit or. So the answer will be without without ing, use ing with work. So without working hard, then put a comma instead of or and write rest of the sentences. The answer will be without working hard, you will not prosper in life. I repeat it. If there is or in a compound sentence, use without at the beginning of the simple sentence and use ing with the principal verb. So without working hard, omit or use comma and write the rest of the sentences. So without working hard, you will not prosper in life. B. Take exercise regularly or you cannot enjoy good health. Here there is or, so you use the structure of the first sentence and it will be without plus ing after verb. Without taking exercise regularly, use comma instead of or and write rest of the sentence. So the answer will be without taking exercise regularly, you cannot enjoy good health. Rule 5. Read more and you can succeed. Sometimes and is used instead of or in a compound sentence, then in this case you cannot use without, you use by plus ing with the principal verb. So the answer will be by reading more you can succeed. Rule 6. A. He is ill but he can run fast. If there is but in a compound sentence and if you want to turn it into simple, omit but and write in spite of or despite at the beginning of the simple sentence. So the answer will be in spite of or despite, then use the possessive case of the subject. The possessive case of he is his. Then use ing with the be verb. The be verb is, if you use ing with is, it will be being. So in spite of or despite his being ill, comma, he can run fast. Number B, I ran fast but could not get the train. So write in spite of or despite at the beginning of the sentence instead of but or in place of but. So the answer will be in spite of or despite, then write the possessive of I is my, then ing with the main verb. So the answer will be in spite of or despite running fast, omit but and use a comma and write rest of the sentence. I could not get the train. So the answer will be in spite of or despite my running fast, I could not get the train. Now rule 7. It was evening and I went out. If time is mentioned in a compound sentence, in that case you at first omit and use at instead of subject and verb. So the answer will be at evening we went out. That's all for compound simple sentence. Now compound to complex. Dear students, you have to have a very clear idea about the structure of compound sentence and complex sentence. If you don't have clear ideas, you will face a lot of problem and you will not understand my lecture. Okay. Rule 1. A. He was poor and could not buy a good shirt. Here, this is an example of compound sentence because there are two independent clauses, and there is and. It is coordinate conjunction. If in a compound sentence, one clause is the reason of another clause, or one clause indicates uh, the cause of another clauses, then you will turn it into complex in this way. Use since or as at the beginning. He was poor and he could not buy a shirt. If you ask why he could not buy a shirt, the answer will be he was poor. So poverty is the cause of his not buying good shirt. So use as or since at the beginning of the complex sentence and omit and put a comma. So the answer will be since he was poor, use subject again, he could not buy a good shirt. Number rule 2. The teacher entered the classroom and the students stood up. This is an example of compound sentence because there are two independent clauses and they are connected with conjunction and there is a relationship between the two clauses. In this case, you use when. When the teacher entered the classroom, the students stood up. Rule 3. A. Work hard and you will shine in life. If in a common sentence the first clause indicates condition, then follow the following rule. Work hard and you will shine in life. Here the condition of shine in life is work hard, working hard. So the answer will be use if, then subject. If the subject here is you, second person, if you work hard, omit or deduct and use comma, write the rest of the sentence. So the answer will be if you work hard, you will shine in life. Now rule 4. The problem is very difficult and I cannot solve it. If you found very an and in a compound sentence, and if asked to make it or turn it into complex, use so instead of very and that instead of and. So the answer will be, the problem is so difficult that I cannot solve it. Rule 5. He ran fast but could not get the train. If there is but in a compound sentence and if you want to turn it into complex, use though or although at the beginning of the sentence and omit but and put a comma. So the answer will be, though he ran fast, he could not get the train. Now rule 6. Work hard or you cannot prosper in life. In case of or, and you use if at the beginning of the sentence of the complete sentence, work hard or you cannot prosper in life, there is or, and that is conjunction. So instead of or, use if, then subject you, then do not. Okay, the answer will be, if you do not work hard you cannot prosper in life. Number B, mope or you will die. So use if at the beginning of the sentence. If, then subject you, then do not. So the answer will be, if you do not mop, you will die. Rule 7. Read more and you can succeed. In some cases, and is used instead of or in a compound sentence. In that case, you use if at the beginning of the complete sentence. So the answer will be, if you read more, you can succeed. I think I have cleared the matter to you. If you don't understand, please watch the video time to time or again and again. I think you'll be able to understand and you will able to uh, change complex into simple and compound to complex very easily. Now, individual work. Transform the following sentences as directed. 1. The thirsty man drank water and quenched his thirst. Turn it simple. 2. He spoke the truth, but he was sent to jail. Turn it simple. Number 3. Be rich and you cannot buy a car. Change it simple. 4. Drink milk and you will get vitamin. Change it complex. Number 5. You work hard but failed. Turn it complex. Please take your pen and paper and write down the answer in exercise book and match with me. The answer of the first sentence is, drinking water, the thirsty man quenched his thirst. Number 2, Despite speaking the truth, he was sent to jail. Number 3. Without being rich, you cannot buy a car. Number 4. If you drink milk, you will get vitamin. Number 5. Though he worked hard, he failed. Now, homework. Transform the following sentences as directed. 1. A street child collects trash and sells it to a vendor. Make it simple. Number 2. The work was difficult but I enjoyed it. Turn it simple. Number 3. We work hard or you will drag a miserable life. Change it simple. Number 4. Attend the class regularly and you will get better education. Complex. Number 5. Do and die. Make it complex. Do them at home and show me in my class, as it is coronavirus pandemic and it is not possible to take normal classes. So this is the best solution of online class, and I think you have enjoyed my class. And if you face any problem, you may phone me through mobile phone. That's all for today. Thank you so much to join with me. Inshallah, I will come back in the next week. Till then, Allah Hafiz.